can I get a burrito bowl with steak, brown rice, your corn, the red salsa, and then
Nicole, we're literally recording right now. You're supposed to order lunch like 4 hours ago.
What does that say about me?
That you're unprepared and don't know when to order lunch?
No. The name of the podcast is What Does My Chipotle Order Say About Me?
Keep your horoscopes out of my barbacoa, Nicole. This is a hot dog is a sandwich.
Ketchup is a smoothie.
Yeah, I put ice in my cereal, so what?
That makes no sense.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
Welcome to our podcast, A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, the show we break down the world's biggest internet debates. I'm your host, Josh Scherer.
And I'm your host, Nicole.
And what you just saw there is a little bit of improv acting, because we did indeed know that we were doing an episode about what your Chipotle order says about you.
Did you like it?
I thought, I don't know, I always feel a bit either
glib.
wooden or over animated. You're not glib. No, but I think you play glib well.
Okay.
Did you see Theater Camp, the movie?
No, I'm watching it on Saturday with my friend Erica.
Are you really? Oh my God.
We're getting together to one of our houses and we're going to just have a big bowl of popcorn and we're going to watch Theater Camp together.
Molly Gordon, Ben Platt, Ayo Edebiri, Jimmy. This isn't an ad. I watched it and I loved it, especially because Julia, that was like her life was growing up going to theater camp. And I don't think I'm very good at reading any script or acting. I just like furrow my brow and go, oh, on everything. And I don't think I'm very good at it. But what I am good at, Nicole, is sucking down guacamole and grilled chicken from a fast food restaurant that is generally ordered through an app.
Do you mean Chipotle?
I do mean Chipotle, yeah.
Okay.
So, Chipotle really fascinates me because it is one of the most ordered items on all of Postmates, Grubhub, DoorDash, whatever freaking app that they're on. Gamers have gotten their own signature
Courage
bowls.
Dunlop. Didn't he come here and do a whole fancy fast food about it?
We did a fancy fast food about the Jack JD Courage Dunlop bowl.
So funny.
And I don't remember what he got. I know we got double corn salsa, which is how I knew that I could trust him.
It's double chicken, extra brown rice, tomatillo green salsa, extra roasted chili corn salsa.
Well, let's start it right now. What do you think this says about Courage Dunlop?
Where's the green?
Where's the green, Jack?
I need a little bit of vegetation. You know, they say the corn, they say the green tomatillo. No, I need the crunch. I don't think there's much crunch in this bowl. I think he's safe.
But the double corn adds a lot of flavor. But corn,
no.
like sweet corn is, it's a very Mexican ingredient. Of course, maize is, or not maize, but elote.
Yeah, it's like starch on starch though.
Yeah, but it's still sweet and crunchy. What this bowl says about me is I grew up as a picky eater without any introduction to like complex foods or foods from other cultures, but I'm trying. And I love that about it.
Huh.
I love that about it.
Do you know what I think Chipotle actually does?
What?
I think they get certain influencers and stuff, and then they say, hey, our sales on the blah, blah, blah aren't as high as they used to be. Can you say you like this in your bowl? We'll see how sales go, and then we give you money.
I don't think they did that with this because Chipotle certainly needs no help selling chicken and corn.
I'm not saying this. I'm saying there might be something that they've done in the past. If they haven't, they should, because it's a good idea. Put me on your marketing team, Chipotle.
Here's the thing about Chipotle. I started going to Chipotle first in 2006. I remember the first time I went.
You remember the year you started eating Chipotle?
Have you met me? My brain's all
weird.
messed up. It notices things like this, but not like, I don't know.
Went to pick up your clothes?
What?
And put them away?
Oh, yeah, no. Underwear's on the floor.
What? Continue.
Don't talk to her. Anyways, I first went to Chipotle in 2006, and back then it was like, it was new and it was exciting. Of course, it started in the 90s in Colorado, founded by a dude named Steve Ells, who is not from Mexico, as you might notice by the name. No, it's totally fine. Good. But I'm saying a lot of people consider Chipotle to be like very whitewashed.
It is.
It is, but also they like do things so much better than the other Mexican chains that would be considered whitewashed. Consider like Taco Bell when they started. Granted, they had Chipotle had a 30-year head start on Taco Bell.
Yeah.
When Taco Bell started, they made something called the Bell Beefer.
Yeah.
That was a hamburger bun with ground quote unquote taco meat in it.
I love Baja Fresh to this day.
Baja Fresh, they do
Baja
great
Fresh
work.
is delicious, and I think it's kind of like a one-to-one. The only thing is you don't have that bar, that Subway-style bar to pick your own adventure.
Yeah, Chipotle did a lot of incredible things, and there would be no Cava, if you know Cava Mediterranean Grill.
Yes, sure, Cava.
It's the Mediterranean Chipotle. Also, Chipotle tried to start a, quote, Pan-Asian Chipotle.
Which I love.
Called
what was
Shop
it called?
House.
They had one on the 3rd Street Promenade.
Incredible.
It was really good.
You could get rice noodles, you could get brown rice, white rice, and they had like these Thai curry-ish meatballs, and they did fish sauce vinaigrette.
Yeah,
I loved it. But anyways, so many of these restaurants, they like owe their success. I don't think there's any Sweetgreen.
I was just about to bring up Sweetgreen.
And so I have like a lot of love for what Chipotle did. And pound for pound, I think a lot of their food tastes really good. Some people will be like, it's tasteless. And it's like, no, just their rice is tasteless.
Yeah.
Which you're correct, but it's white rice with lime, salt, and cilantro in it. But their beans, they are cooked really well generally. They are seasoned really well. There's a large trend on TikTok of it just happened to be mainly white folks who were getting a bay leaf in their beans. And they'd be like...
writing to Chipotle like...
This fell out of a tree.
At Chipotle, why is there a leaf in my burrito bowl? Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah, one, you should probably take the bay leaves out of what you're serving before you serve them.
Just deal with it.
Point is, like, they actually do cook with a lot of like fresh herbs and ingredients, and they're making guac fresh on premises.
Yeah, I
have a lot of love
seeing
for them.
I love seeing it whenever they're like, oh, we don't have any chicken, it'll be ready in like 3 minutes. Like, I kind of like that.
Same.
About Chipotle.
Ditto with Panda Express. I feel like the same. Panda Express is out there. They don't have to wok fry all those things. They could make all that in a factory and put them in stores and pump and dump, fry, microwave, whatever. They're wok frying a lot of stuff in Panda Express.
Which I love.
I have a lot of love for Chipotle. Do I think that it is the best tasting food in the world? No.
No one's saying that. That's not what the podcast is.
No, but it's like become such a cultural mainstay because they did things so well. And also things that they don't do particularly well now are because they've gotten so successful.
Sure, yeah.
Right? It happens to every franchise out there, right? No, the
Of course.
12th Marvel movie probably ain't going to be as good as the first, but there's a reason that people are watching it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Are you going to ask me whenever I had my first Chipotle experience?
When did you have your first Chipotle experience?
Okay, my first Chipotle experience was, so after school, whenever we would have a gym, we would all mob over to Chipotle.
School, what year?
I want to say if I was in elementary school, eighth grade.
Yeah, you and I were on the same timeline.
Okay. I don't know what year 8th grade was.
That would have been 2007 for you.
Okay. So we would all, I don't remember. So we would all mob over in our little like Beverly Vista Bulldogs outfits and we would go to Chipotle.
We were the Bulldogs too. Tribuco Mesa Bulldogs.
You were also a Bulldog. That's awesome. You had the iconic like Bulldog that everyone has.
We had the Fresno State Bulldog.
I don't know what that
I don't know if you
is.
know the Fresno State Bulldog. It's different than the Georgia Bulldog. But it's like a full body shot of a bulldog.
Yeah, or is this a full and it has like a collar with spikes on it.
Yeah.
And it's like angry. That was my school mascot. Okay, sorry.
Great.
So we had a friend whose brother worked at Chipotle and he taught us a trick. He's like, hey, if you ask for a soft taco, but you say put it in a bowl, they will give you more food than if you were to get a single soft taco. So we were a group of like 18 8th graders going and getting enough food for a burrito bowl, but paying for a soft taco.
You know what the most hilarious thing about all this stuff is? Because so this happens all the time.
Is
they're
this
like
theft? Were
they're
we
like this
stealing?
Chipotle hack. You go and you ask for single chicken, and then you wait for them to put a scoop on, and then you go, "Can I have a little bit more?" And they go, "Do you want double chicken?" You go, "No," and you just pressure them into doing it. It's like that's just called harassing an employee.
Yeah, but this was in 8th grade. I didn't know any better.
Oh no! But the funny thing about all that is people are like, "I'm getting one over on Chipotle." That's like getting a coupon for something. And like
That's
using it and being like, I'm getting one over on Carl's Jr. It's like, no, they just want you to be there buying things because then you're gonna come back and buy more. Like you're just adding to.
But my question
you're not
is,
bankrupting this company.
No, but I have a question. How much is a burrito bowl at Chipotle? $10?
Oh God, I have not ordered This is actually funny. I don't think I've ordered Chipotle outside of work in probably 3 years.
That's really funny.
I don't think I've done it. And again, it's like food that I love and fits my lifestyle very well in the sense that there's not a lot of other fast food that you can go and just be like, give me grains, beans, grilled meat, and healthy condiments.
Yeah. But when you think about it,
I would guess
$11,
$12.
Okay,
now.
something like that. But a soft taco, $2. So us kids, 18 of us just going and getting a soft taco in a bowl. That's my first memory of Chipotle is scumming them.
I feel like I remember exactly what I got the first time I went there.
Yeah.
This is back when, for some reason, I didn't like beans when I was a kid. Because I think I'd only had like bad bean burritos, and I was like, "This
soupy
is
stuff."
not even soupy because they're almost like dry and starchy when you microwave them.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it happens after they're soupy.
I think I started loving beans when I started eating soupy beans because now I love soupy beans. But I went to Chipotle, and they used to have, it was a separate menu item they called a fajita burrito. This is before you could just be, I
see the menu in my head and I see exactly where it is.
It's the same price as burrito, except it was fajita veg instead of beans, despite the fact that you could get beans and fajita veg, but don't know why that was on the menu separately.
Yeah.
They got a carnitas fajita burrito with white rice, hot salsa, corn salsa, fajita veg, lettuce, because I don't know, I grew up eating big bloated burritos stuffed with lettuce and all kinds of things, sour cream and cheese.
Oh, that was your first order.
And I remember being blown away by the combination of hot salsa, corn salsa, and sour cream melding into the meat. That was a taste that I'd never had before. Because like their hot salsa, when you eat it, one, it's pretty hot. Two, it's pretty freaking good.
It's really spicy and really good.
They're like
It's my favorite salsa. It's the only salsa I get other than pico.
The mild is like really, really well done. If you just eat it, if you erase your Chipotle bias and just eat their mild salsa with a chip, it's a fan-freaking-tastic.
It's been a while since I've had the mild salsa.
Not the mild, the medium.
What's the
Sorry, did I say? So the mild is
said.
pico. One, they kind of, they stopped using real terms. Also, they did the Starbucks thing. Where Starbucks just started making up Italian words and like what they mean. Like macchiato at Starbucks is just a latte, and then the cappuccino is also just a latte, whatever. And Frappuccino doesn't exist. At Chipotle, right, they have grilled steak, which is carne asada. And then now they have carne asada, which is grilled steak, but with what,
cumin and stuff.
Yeah, with what they have deemed as like Mexican, which is like lime and cumin.
Sure.
Which is really funny. Also, their barbacoa.
I was their barbacoa stan.
That was your first order.
My barbacoa was my favorite thing there.
Well seasoned.
I would always get a barbacoa soft taco in a burrito bowl, and I would load it up with everything other than sour cream.
Let's analyze each other's childhood orders and then go.
Okay, so tell me yours again. No, you can start from the beginning.
All right, so my order is a burrito. Sorry, fajita burrito with white rice, carnitas, fajita veg, corn, hot salsa, sour cream cheese, lettuce.
Okay,
and I'm 14 years old.
My
270 pounds, monster.
I was 13?
Yeah.
I was 13 years old, and I would get a barbacoa soft taco with brown rice, black beans.
Brown rice did not exist back then.
It didn't? Are you sure?
Positive.
How positive are you?
Well, I'll bet you $100 that brown rice did not exist in 2007.
Oh my gosh.
Shake my hand before Maggie Googles it.
I don't want
I'm going to guess it probably came out in like 2011. Yeah, Maggie, just click on the article, see when it was. See when it came out, brown rice. What year did this article? Oh God, dude, modern, listen, I want to support journalism, but like so many of them are getting rid of their actual papers and then all their sites are fully unusable due to pop-up ads. It is crazy. All right, before we figure that out.
Okay, whatever. So, if it wasn't brown rice, it was no rice. How about that?
Okay.
So it was barbacoa,
yes,
black beans,
yes,
on a soft on a soft flour tortilla, and then it would have corn, a red salsa, lettuce, cheese, guacamole on the side.
And you're paying like $5 total. $2,
$2.19.
Interesting.
$2.19. I remember to a T because you would get a quarter, and then you would use the quarter to pay for it. $2.19.
Unbelievable.
And then the guacamole on the side, one person would get, and all of us would share it.
Okay, so you're like 13 when you're doing this. So you were one of those kids. 2011.
So
did I say 2011? I feel like I might have. We'll run back the tape on that. But yeah, Nicole's a liar.
No, I thought. I guess I just wasn't aware. But I remember it being brown rice. But maybe I was wrong.
You were. It's not fair to say you were cheap because you were a child.
I was a child.
We were all cheap. We just spent whatever we had. But you were one of those children that delighted in adults thinking that like they were bad. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? I don't know what that means.
Like you were a 13-year-old child walking into Chipotle with a bunch of other children trying to scam them. Like you had no shame as a child. Not only that, you wanted attention.
Shame.
Right?
Not really.
Were you getting a lot of attention in the home?
Yeah, so much. I was the last kid. You don't think I was?
But getting attention for good things. So you needed to get that validation for doing bad things outside.
I think
like
you're completely wrong. I think I was just following the crowd. I think I just wanted to be part of the crowd and part of the cool kids that got Chipotle for $2.
From a taste perspective, though,
pretty good.
What you've gotten might be one. I think Chipotle. So you can get crispy tacos, soft tacos, bowl, burrito, and then salad, which is also just bowl.
Did you ever do the quesadilla and they would get mad at you?
Yes, all the time. Well, quesarito too.
They would get so mad if you asked them for a quesarito.
They should never have allowed that. So you would ask somebody at the front of the line, and if you did that, so let's psychoanalyze some people. If you were one of the people who before Chipotle added quesadillas to the menu, because again, now Chipotle is a tech company.
That's right.
It's just app driven, and that's the only thing they care about, which a quesadilla being delivered is awful. Quesadillas are meant to have melted cheese, which tends to need to be hot. But anyways, when you used to go there, you would like fill your no. What would you do?
So the burritos were at the front of the line with the warmer, and then the cheese was all the way on the other
That's
side.
what it is. That's the conflict.
We've already talked about this on the podcast about the cheese placement of Chipotle and how it's
Yeah,
wrong.
it should be earlier. Yeah, yeah. Agree with that.
So you would have to make the.
But then they couldn't top the bowls. They would need 2 different cheese placements.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
why would you need to top the bowl if you had melted cheese already?
Well, they don't want the cheese to be melted. They want the cheese to be on the top because all the product shots show the cheese on top.
Which is so stupid.
I think it's
Which is
stupid.
why they brought queso.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you were one of those people who inconvenienced Chipotle employees,
you were annoying.
And this is back when people used to walk into restaurants and actually like get stuff instead of just go to a separate area where there's stuff sitting in a bag.
I love going to restaurants.
I
and
do too.
ordering.
Oh, I loved eating in a Chipotle. They have all the Tabascos
I love eating
there.
in a Chipotle. Oh my gosh, people used to steal the Tabascos.
So much
It
Diet
was
Coke.
horrible.
So much Diet Coke. But if
And
you're
the
one of those
music-
people,
do you know the music was curated specifically? There was one guy who was the Chipotle music guy.
and he like did an incredible job. They got like local artists, not local artists, but they got an artist who did like, it looked like, pre-Hispanic Mexican art. And I know it's all kind of a sham and a farce and whatever, but Chipotle was just very paradigmatic in what a modern fast food restaurant should be.
My Shazam was on 24/7 when I was in Chipotle. Their music was good.
I just remember a lot of like, your sex is on fire. What are they called?
The Kings of Leon.
Kings of Leon. My peak Chipotle time in high school would have been peak Kings of Leon time, which was unfortunate for me because I do not like them.
I
But
love them.
if you were one of those people who inconvenienced Chipotle workers, you have like no regard for human decency. And I knew people in high school that did that, and they delighted in
that's
watching, somebody that was probably 3 years older than us.
Yeah.
Just like in community college. They're going to Saddleback. They're going to IVC. Shut up,
Yeah.
Maggie knows what the hell I'm talking about.
I mean, when you're a kid, it's different. But when you're in high school, like, don't do that stuff anymore. You know?
Yeah. And especially if you were an adult doing that, it was just like, you do not understand the rules of society.
I didn't psychoanalyze you with your order.
What I was going to say about yours is that might be the
What?
single greatest collection of tastes that Chipotle has to offer. Corn, hot, sour cream, cheese, barbacoa.
No sour cream.
Oh, no sour cream. Never mind. Completely bummed. Why no sour cream? Just
I just didn't like
dairy
this.
issues?
I thought the sour cream looked too liquidy to enjoy.
I love their liquidy
It was
sour cream.
too liquid. I like at that time the only sour cream I knew was thick sour cream. Like Daisy, do a dollop of Daisy. That was the only knowledge I had of sour cream.
Your order is the Icarus order because you flew so close to getting the greatest thing, and then at the last minute when you need that sour cream to mix with the corn juice, to mix with the hot salsa, to mix with the barbacoa juices, you just chickened out.
I'll never be good enough for Josh Scherer, and it sucks. Okay, your order. Big boy.
Big boy.
Hungry boy. I think you were just hungry.
I was so hungry.
You were hungry all the
my
time.
God.
You were a
Once
growing boy.
I ate 3 Chipotle burritos in one sitting.
No, you didn't.
I swear.
Why?
I swear to you.
To prove that you could, or were you
prove that I
actually
could.
were you in front of people?
Yeah, of course. And by this time, right, not that weight is a valid metric to use, yada, all those disclaimers, but I was playing sports. And so at that point, you need to weigh yourself. So you're weighing,
You're also expelling so much energy, I'm sure.
Yeah,
by
and
going to
mass
practice and
moves
stuff.
mass. I was a big shot putter. And so I, started off playing football, was a real big boy. And then I quit that because I hated the coach. And then I started playing basketball. I played basketball my whole life. But I was like, I'm going only basketball and track at this point. So I'm going to lose 40 pounds, drop down to 220 for 2 years. And then I was like, well, I feel like I can get a scholarship for basketball I feel like I can get a scholarship for track because basketball coaches in college are not looking for 6'2", centers. And so I regained 50 pounds
Wow, you
in
fluctuated
a
so
year.
much. Wow.
And then I got my bench up 100 pounds. So while I was doing this, I was just eating whatever I could get my hands on.
Yeah.
In Chipotle back in the day, $8, you could get, 150 grams of carbs, 50 grams of protein, and, 1,000 plus calories.
It was incredible, yeah.
Yeah. And so once a friend, I don't know, didn't want their burrito or something. And so I was like, wow, I'll eat 2. And somebody's like, think you could eat 3? I was like, oh yeah, I bet I could.
Also, they're rolled so bad.
They used to be rolled better. They used to be rolled better. I will say that.
happened?
It's quality control laws.
Oh, another thing, my friend's brother who worked there used to say mixing everything together was the best way to eat a Chipotle burrito.
I disagree. I like the pockets.
I like the pockets too.
All right, so we got our childhood orders.
Okay.
Modern day orders.
Okay.
We have.
I have it.
Hold on. Where'd my Chipotle go?
Oh, man.
We got it.
Okay.
Boom.
You want me to tell you what mine is?
My fork on the dirty ground.
Josh,
don't
I have
really
a fork
care.
for you. Don't eat it. No.
Yeah, me too. You think I can eat 3 Chipotle burritos?
No.
I want attention. I have none in
We
the home.
don't need to do that anymore. We don't need to do that anymore. Okay. Okay.
My dad's in Philadelphia trying to marry a political refugee again. Flashback to high school.
I just spit everywhere. Okay, this is my order
cool.
typically.
She worked at the mall.
That's cool. My mom never had a job.
Really?
And well, she used to work for the Shah of Iran's second in command. And then she came to America. My dad's like, you ain't got to work no more. Take care of the kids. And she's like, bet.
Our lives are so similar.
Bowl with guacamole, brown rice, light black beans. When I say light black beans, that means I want them drained super well. Steak, medium corn, hot red, cheese, and lettuce with a side of salsa. I picked pico today because I was feeling a little bit mild. And a tortilla on the side. This is my order.
The fact that I saw you put this order in because this is our legitimate like lunch.
I'm eating lunch right now.
Yeah. Nicole's on her lunch break. Please don't bother her. The fact that you ask for your beans well drained could go one of two ways.
What is that?
I saw somebody ask for their beans well drained. Okay, well let's break this down. Bowl is now the most popular thing to order at Chipotle.
I never get a burrito. I never get the tacos. I never do the salads.
And that is because I think Chipotle changed from like a good restaurant with good food that people wanted to go to as like a treat, which is what it was for me like early on, what I think it was for a lot of people. I would love to see their data on how bowls have started outselling burritos, whereas now this is like the quintessential healthy-ish, but still very filling, very, caloric, but like relatively fresh foods. This is like the weekday lunch office order. You know what I mean? And so bowl, that makes sense. Brown rice, it's a little bit healthier than white rice. Got a little bit more fiber from the chaff and all that being attached to it.
When I go to restaurants, I would normally order brown rice instead of white rice because I eat white rice at home because I'm Persian.
Oh, that makes sense.
I have white rice so often, like on Friday nights and stuff, that sometimes I just need a change.
I like brown rice for porridges at home.
Oh, nice.
I like brown rice porridge. Got more character to it.
When I go to like Thai restaurants, I always get their brown rice. When I go to like Mexican restaurants, I get brown rice, which, isn't like the ideal one, but like a girl needs variety.
I feel that. Your choice of condiments, I think, is great. One place where we differ, I don't get pico at Chipotle because for some reason I want the corn to supplant the pico and I don't want the corn and the tomatoes.
The corn is the best.
To interact. I also don't get cheese. For some reason, it does not fit the flavor profiles that I think Chipotle does the best.
Okay.
I think it obscures from it.
Are you trying to eat some?
What?
Are you trying to eat some?
No, I'm just pointing with my fork. I'm like a maestro. I'm like Gustavo Dudamel out here.
You are Dudamel.
The fact that you order your beans well drained, that's the biggest aberration. That could go one of two ways.
Why?
Because
I don't
that
like
could
a
mean
soggy burrito bowl.
nobody likes it, but these are the things that you deal with because we live in a society, Nicole. It's the reason when the cheese is at the end of the buffet that you do not ask to make them a quesadilla because they would have to go all the way back. These are things that you do. You don't ask people to like, oh, hey, can you make my Filet-O-Fish extra crispy? No, these are simply things that
what are you talking about?
roll the dice in life. You roll the dice in life
them.
and you get what you get. You are either happy or you are sad, which is why I am saying that this either means you're difficult or what I believe, because I've known you for years, Nicole, that you are discerning. You want what is best for yourself. You want what is best for other people. And you also know it takes a second. It takes a second and an extra wrist motion to well drain the beans. And that is why I respect you, because you will go the extra mile to do that.
I also like to take the tortilla and I wrap it around like a little chapati.
I didn't know that people are out here getting tortillas on the side. That is a full burrito tortilla?
I normally don't eat all of it, but yes, I get a full burrito tortilla because the soft tacos are so tiny.
Yeah, you just want a little nosh, which again, this is a very discerning order, and I think you have dialed it in. You have become a woman, Nicole. Not a girl, not yet a woman, but yes, you now are yet a woman, and you know what you want in life, and you deserve it, and you don't care if you have to inconvenience somebody with an extra 1 second of thwapping the beans.
I don't think that makes me high maintenance at all, but, you should see other people. They're more high maintenance than I am.
Ugh! Ugh!
What you get? Telling me what's in your order, Josh.
This has become my new normal. So
Hashtag new normal.
I am now a svelte 210-pound man who still lifts for 2 hours every single day. But not in the eating 3 burritos mindset anymore. So now I get a bowl. I get brown rice because again,
get brown rice?
I would prefer white rice, but like it's one choice in your life and it's slightly healthier. It's like we only have wheat tortillas in the house unless I'm like actually making tacos. But it's for like weeknight, want to make a little quesadillas a snacky. Yeah, might as well be whole wheat, even though it has the same amount of calories, yada, yada.
Totally.
So I get brown rice, and then I get black beans. They are simply better than the pinto beans.
Yeah. I
The pinto
agree.
beans are also non-vegetarian.
Yeah, they're made with pork. They would always say, you know, the
Not
pinto
for
beans have pork.
Jews.
Because I guess they knew we were Jews.
But yeah, when you got, Brandon walk in with the yarmulke and it's kind of... anyways, and then I get chicken, and not only that, I get double chicken.
You're double... Okay, I love
Double
double
chicken
meat.
always.
Double meat people are my favorite.
Yeah. I want a lot of protein. Again,
Yeah.
this is utility for me. Mm-hmm. And it's a good utility. Mm-hmm. It's like my various bowls of slop that I consume.
Uh-huh.
So this to me is utility, and then I got corn salsa, hot salsa, sour cream, lettuce, and then I'll get guac on the side, except I think they just put it in there, which again, you roll the dice
It's
in
fine.
life, and it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, yeah. How do you feel about sofritas?
Sofritas.
Yeah, do you ever get the sofritas?
There is a third Chipotle order that I used to get because I went through a time in my life where I'm going to be a good citizen of the world.
Aw.
I'm going to stop eating as much meat. I would go meatless for like 3 days out of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And all the meat that I did eat would be like very well sourced, to be from a community supported agricultural organization. This is when I believed in things. And again,
That's
I
really
still do
sweet.
believe in these. I just eat 1.5 pounds of animal flesh a day of suspect provenance. But when they introduced their sofritas, which is like, oh God, it's tasty.
TVP.
It's tasty. It's not even TVP. It's just tofu, isn't it?
It's really good. Whatever it is, I love it.
It's just crumbled tofu cooked with like a delightful mixture of spices and chilies and tomato.
Really good.
And it's really well done. The corporate chefing team at Chipotle is very good at their job. Any problems that people might have tends to be at the store level, right? Burritos wrapped like diapers, tortillas not griddled properly. People got things going on. You know what I mean? But the actual like corporate chefing team
Does a good
does an incredible job.
Inside Eats.
Inside Eat. Watch Inside Eats on Food Network. Right and link. But yeah, so I used to get a lot of sofritas, and with the black beans, with the rice, it is an unreal combo.
Yeah.
They did a great job with
Yeah.
that.
I think your order just says that, you have a goal in mind and you want to be as sexy as possible.
I want to be. It's
Josh
so
wants
hard.
to be
'Cause I love
sexy.
going out and drinking and eating, and my back hurts whenever I lift now. And being sexy is a full time job.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started.
I'm
honey.
Instagram famous. Look me up. Did you see that video?
Oh my gosh. What is it? She said, "I'm Instagram famous, you bum."
You bum. Yeah,
I love
she said
her.
the F word too.
She's my
Miranda Osman.
she's my queen.
Listen. You reserve the right to get a lot of work done. It's just sometimes you look like a duck. You look like a sexy duck. Just like a sexy duck.
She looks like a sexy
And if you
duck.
want to look like a sexy duck, that's your right. I just don't find
Shoot,
the
you know
ducks
she was on
very
Bad
sexy.
Girls Club?
Ducks are like in my bottom 5 animals that I find sexy. Number 1, sloth. But anyways, no, girls with wide set eyes. Anya Taylor-Joy, sloth eyes, love it.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
what else? Chloe Bailey, Halle Bailey.
Yeah, Halle, very
Yeah,
attractive.
yeah.
Wide set eyes is what I want. What we're talking about, Nicole. Let's psychoanalyze various choices that people might get at Chipotle.
Okay.
Rapid fire.
I think people that get things on the side like queso, guac, and salsas on
Yeah.
the side, I think they're genuinely good people.
Like you admire what they do.
Yeah, I like what they do because I think that they like things on the side. They're not all about what I need in front of me. They're considering things around them, and I really respect that.
I know that I can never have as close a relationship with people who get no sauces on their Chipotle bowl. And I've seen it done.
Like
It'll
it's
be
just
like
dry?
rice, meat, beans, cheese, sour cream, fin. I know people that did that. And I literally will look at that and be like, you and I do not have the same values.
Oh my god!
We don't view the world the same. There are all these delightful sauces. You chose none of them?
What about the salad sauce? People that get a burrito bowl
oh,
and do the agave salad sauce.
I
on
think
the
V
side?
does that. And
Oh,
honestly, it's
good.
something that is really holding our relationship back.
Oh, really? I kind of love the sauce. I don't do it all the time personally, but sometimes you just need to toss it in there.
It's so sugary though.
With
The vinaigrette's too sugary.
You don't put all of it in there.
Yeah, but still, why? Like, you don't need to add sugar to Mexican food. Like,
It's good
there's-
sometimes though. With the chicken, it helps.
Yeah, I like some kind of mole. What about people who get queso on their burrito bowls? Queso in a burrito, I got queso on the bowls. That happened recently with I think it might have been Michaela. Yeah, we're just psychoanalyzing our coworkers now.
I don't love,
I don't love either.
but it's okay.
Cheese sauce on white rice. Well, there's something kind of homey about it. Do you ever grow up eating Campbell's soup over white rice?
Never had Campbell's soup growing up.
Man, that's good eating. Even
I'm
sometimes
sure.
the soup had rice in it, and you put that on the rice.
I'm sure.
You get the Uncle Ben's, like the minute rice.
Uh-huh.
Then you microwave that. Then you pour the soup on it, and the rice warms that. Then you pop that back in the microwave. And that's kind of what the cheese sauce with the rice reminds me of. Crispy taco people. Have you ever had a crispy taco from Chipotle?
Yeah,
I went through a crispy taco phase.
it's not good.
I disagree.
You don't like-
it
you like
becomes it's like Indian chaat because the taco falls apart immediately because they're trying to if you've seen people at Chipotle struggle to put things into a bowl or wrap things in a giant
so
plate of a tortilla,
funny.
when they have to put that in 3 individual crispy taco shells with tongs as there's a line of 100 DoorDash drivers behind them, it is impossible. So they kind of end up just slopping everything on top.
Yeah.
And it gently falls in. It's like a half-constructed nacho plate.
It's like putting a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah, but if you bash it hard enough, it'll get through that hole. You know what I mean?
What about people that get chips on the side and they use it to scoop the burrito bowl?
I think very smart. They are homo... What's it called?
Erectus.
Not yeah. Well, don't raise your eyes when you say erectus. It's the scientific. I don't... No, which is the one that started using tools? Habilis?
Habilis.
Like homo... Habilis. They're like Homo habilis, where they've learned to use crude tools to improve their lives. And I think that works for them. People who order salads instead of a bowl, despite the fact that you can just get lettuce on a bowl.
Edgelords.
Edgelords, you're not different. You're not better than us because you got a salad, but
Power
it has
mix.
Cheese.
Power mix.
You go a barbacoa salad
Power mix.
on that? Golly.
Embarrassing.
Anyways, leave us a review. Tell us what your favorite Chipotle order is, and Nicole and I will psychoanalyze you on the next episode.
We're finally releasing a cookbook.
Bam, bam, bam. It was written by me and with the support of the entire Mythical Kitchen team.
It features some favorite recipes from Good Mythical Morning and Mythical Kitchen.
And some completely original dishes developed by the Mythical Kitcheneers.
It's available for pre-order now at mythical.com/cookbook.
And it hits shelves in March of 2024.
Check it out. We're really proud of this, and we know you're going to love it.
We finally did it, Nicole. High five.
Up top.
Slapping sound. Get it at mythical.com/cookbook. All right, Nicole, we've heard what you and I have to say. Now it's time to find out what other wacky ideas are rattling out there in the universe. Well, it's time for a segment we call
Opinions Are Like Casseroles. Okay, let's...
All right.
I want to do it.
Do it.
Okay, let's listen to our first opinion.
What's going on, Josh?
What's going on, brother?
I think the most important part of a meal is its ergonomics.
Interesting.
I need to be able to handle whatever it is in a clean way.
Wow.
I'm not sure this is a hot take, but food's too wet. Sorry, Josh. It's bad.
I disagree,
Too
but
messy. Bad.
No.
Need to be able to eat clean.
Oh.
Professional. Get in and out. Done deal. I'll wear gloves.
it's like SEAL
I
Team
have to.
6.
Yeah.
If you want to
Look at
hear...
it.
If you want to hear Nicole and I wax poetic about food, right? If you want to hear Nicole and I wax poetic about food ergonomics, go check out the audio-only version of this podcast. Nicole, that's going to drive audio-only viewers, I swear.
Do you need to cough? Sounding a little flummy.
Phlegmatic. Go over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
That's right.
That's us signing off for you video viewers. Thank you so much for stopping by. We always have a good time with you. I cherish our relationship. I love nobody but you, baby. I know I've done wrong in the past, but take me back and keep me around.
What he said. See you next time.
Bye.